Time fitness professional. So I always say from fractions to fitness, I'm still a teacher. My audience is just different. Any teachers in the room? Yeah, you guys are going back to work soon. Or are you already? Yeah, sorry. And it's like, just like, any of you, and actually when I came to this business, I knew nothing about Beachbody. I did not come into it for fitness. I've always been fit. If that makes you hate me a little bit, I'm sorry. But fitness was not something I struggled with. But what I did struggle with were my finances. They were a complete mess. I was in debt. My credit score was under 300. If you can imagine what that's like, literally I'd walk into a store and like security alarms would go off and like, watch this chick. And so I needed a second stream of income, and I had no clue that fitness instructors didn't make any money and they just did it because they love helping people. So I thought, well, I don't want to go back to bartending. I had done that my whole life. I would always have that as a side hustle. So I'd teach school, and then I'd go bartend a couple nights a week at Chili's. And I was just like, I don't want to do that anymore. And so I thought, those group exercise instructors sure are cute. I bet you they make tons of money. Any fitness instructors in here that teach classes? Yeah, y'all love that $20 a class. But it was there that I met my upline sponsor who introduced me to Beachbody. And she had this amazing blonde hair. Her name was Jackie Bone, this sweet southern accent. And she said, Danielle, I make more doing this than I do anything else. And I thought, really? Okay. And I said, what is it? And she says, well, I'm a Beachbody coach. I'm like, okay, what is that? And she says, well, have you ever heard of P90X? I'm like, oh, PX90, yep, I've seen that. I thought it was PX90, come on. And she said, what about Insanity? And I'm like, nope, never heard of that. Which is crazy, right? Considering he married my husband and I, and that's where I met him on the set of the Insanity infomercial. But I was just like any of you. I didn't have barely a social media. I had a Facebook account. I was pretty ticked off MySpace was gone. I just loved making my glittery backgrounds and my slideshows. So I didn't have a degree in marketing, and I didn't have a huge social media following, and I wasn't a fitness professional. I was a wife at the time to a different husband, and that wasn't so great. And I was a mom. I have 2 girls. Adriana is 15. She just got her braces off on Thursday. She's looking good. And I'm like, can you put your braces back on because you look really pretty and I don't like it. And I have a 10-year-old Bianca, she's a modern-day Punky Brewster, so if she were here, she'd be like that guy, and she'd have on one sock and that's higher than the other, because that's how she rolls. So I was a mom and a wife, and I worked full-time as an elementary school teacher, and I could not make ends meet. I could not make it paycheck to paycheck. We got paid once a month, and that's how I know when I joined. I joined April 15th, 2010, because that was my payday. And on that day, all things got paid. Mortgage, car, bills, and if there was anything left over, we would be really happy, and that's the day I decided to become a coach. So I say all of that because I'm not going to tell you my story. That's not what this is today, but I want you to know that those things are all really cool. They all came because I worked my ass off, and I'm sorry if there's kids in the room. Because that's the truth. I'm no more special or talented than any single one of you in this room. The only slight difference may be that I'm willing to hustle just a little bit harder. And so just like Scotty said, I knew what I needed to do. I needed a way out. I wanted to be one of those people. I wanted something different from my life. I knew there had to be more. And if this girl, this blonde girl with a sweet southern accent and that beautiful curly hair could do it, why couldn't I? And so I worked. And I worked hard. It has nothing to do with my abs. That actually hurts my cause. And it has nothing to do with me being in the videos. I wasn't in videos back then. I worked hard. I got up every single day and I press play and I drink my shake and I read my personal development. I get on social media and I work and hustle and I take notes because smart people take notes, like Shalene Johnson says. So hopefully you wrote down those 5 questions. And hopefully you save space. You're going to turn to a new piece of paper. And you guys, my husband will tell you, well, I'm going to take notes on my iPad because he loves to live in a paperless world, but I love pen to paper because there is something about the brain connecting with the paper and that physical kinesthetic touch that if you're not taking notes today, you're missing the purpose of being here. So today I want you to forget about all those amazing things. They're really, really cool. And I want you to just take notes. And the first thing I want you to do is down the left-hand side of your paper, because I'm a former teacher, I love love a good acronym. Ooh. If I can make something into a acrostic or an acronym, we are going to do it. And so that's what we're doing today. My topic today is back to basics. And basics is an acronym. So if you'll just write down the left-hand side of your paper, B-A-S-I-C-S, I'm going to take you through each one of those, and we're going to talk about some things that you can implement in your business. Because I get asked so much, what's your secret sauce? Or what do you do? Or what's the magic? You guys, here's what I do every single day, and I love that Scotty said it, and I didn't even tell him to. I wake up. Because first of all, that's a blessing in and of itself. I get to wake up every single day. I wake up, I drink my shake, I do my workout, I post on social media, I read a book, and I talk to people. The end. That's what I do. And that's completely duplicatable, and you can do it too. Yeah, there's cool graphics, and of course you can make videos, and yes, you can put together a training series. None of that matters unless you wake up, drink your shake, do your workout, read a book, post on social, and talk to people. So let's start with B for behaviors. We all know them, there's 4 of them now, and they're vital. They're vital for a reason. Because you guys, the first 9 months of my business, I sucked at coaching. I mean, I was terrible. I was an emerald because I'm cute and fit and people like me, and I was able to convince a couple people to join Beachbody, but I wasn't doing one of our home workouts. I'm fit. Fit people don't work out at home. I'm not doing that. Oh, and you want me to read personal development? I don't need self-help. I don't cut up Barbie heads and put them in shoe boxes. What do I need to read a book for? I don't have time for that. I'm a full-time elementary school teacher. I'm knee-deep in debt, and you want me to work out in my living room and drink some kind of powdery chocolate shake or this green one? No. I'm not doing that. Well, guess what? Because I didn't do that, when I would go up to someone and go, you should totally buy P90X. Why? Well, it had like pull-ups and stuff, and he's like good, and it's like gray, the background. I didn't know. Oh, but you should totally drink this shake. It's like a meal replacement. Really, why should you drink it? You know, they say it's really good. I don't drink it. So of course I wasn't good at coaching. And so I went to a live event, because you guys are an event-driven business. You know that, that's why you're here, but you need to make sure that you're always here and your coach is here. But I was at an event, and somebody came up, sort of in the exact same month that I did, and she got up on the stage and she said, I am a diamond coach, and I started in April of 2010. I'm like, what? I started in April, I'm an emerald, and I'm pretty sure I'm in the negative, which defeats the whole purpose of why I signed up. Because when I got divorced and moved out of my house, I found broken down Shakeology boxes hidden in the back of my closet because I wasn't drinking them and I was hiding them so people wouldn't know. So I'm like, hey, you're a diamond. And she's like, I pay my entire mortgage with what I make with Beachbody. I'm like, well, that's crap. I'm going backwards. And it was in that moment that I realized every person that came up there had some kind of connection or story to our products and programs. And all I was trying to do was sell them. And that's when it clicked. I'm like, okay, I need to do one of our programs. Let me look and see which one's the right fit. So I picked up my first copy of Insanity. Anyone do Insanity in the room? Yeah. So glad I did. If I didn't, my life would be a whole lot different, wouldn't it? So that's when it all started to click. So I picked up Insanity, I started drinking that shake that was piling up in the back of my closet, and not missed a day ever since. And I started reading a book. My first book was The Slight Edge, very similar to The Compound Effect. If you've not read it, it's a good one. And things started to click. And that's where my history kind of began, and that's when I started to see success. So when I say that this business is simple as wake up, drink your shake, do your workout, read your book, post on social, talk to people, I mean it. That's not something I'm saying to be cute. I did a national wake-up call very recently called The Power of the Program. If you haven't listened to it, go into the National Wake-Up Archives in the Coach Online office and listen to it. Because again, if you are not doing one of our programs from start to finish as it was intended and very publicly, it's like working at the Apple Store and using an Android. It doesn't make any sense. Use your own products. You are the CEO of your company, and your company uses Beachbody products. If you love to run, congratulations, I hate it. But you still should be doing a program from start start to finish the way it was intended. And when my business hit a plateau, guess what I wasn't doing? I was not doing the program from start to finish. I was doing our workouts. In my mind, I was doing the vital behavior of being proof the products work because I was doing our programs. I'd stick in Insanity one day and P90X the next, or I'd check out what was on Challenge du Jour. Guess what? That's not a system. The people who follow you, the people who are watching you, the people who are your next potential customers or coaches need to know it's simple. Here you go. Here's your calendar. All you do is press play. So, I need you to have like a gut check with yourself right now. Are you currently doing a workout program the way it was intended, from start to finish? Very publicly raise your hand. Good. If you're not, figure out which one you're doing, and you better start on Monday. I'm serious. That will change your business. If you do not start there, nothing else matters. We are a health and fitness company first. I don't care how successful you get if you are overweight, out of shape, and your heart is going to give you a heart attack a year later. Then it doesn't matter. We're a health and fitness company first, you press play. And that doesn't mean hybrids, they weren't created that way. And if you can't work out, do the Ultimate Reset. That's another program you can do too. And if you love Beachbody On Demand, awesome, do the Challenge du Jour, because that's also a program that you can follow. Do a program from start to finish very publicly. And you need to be drinking the shake. And guess what, if you're allergic, cool, we've got Performance Line. Sorry guys. We have top coaches who are allergic to Shakeology. Figure out a way. Just because you can't use it doesn't mean that somebody else wouldn't benefit from it. You need to read personal development, and don't lie to yourself there either. And I don't care if you read it or listen to it, but it needs to get in your body every single day. And I can always tell the people who aren't doing it. I knew when I wasn't doing it. Remember when I told you I wasn't really doing a program from start to finish? Also really had kind of stopped reading. I would listen to podcasts, and maybe, I'd always listen to my National Wake Up Call. That's a non-negotiable. To me, that doesn't count as personal development. That's part of your job description. But I'd read a couple chapters here, and then like 7 days later, I'd go back and I'd read. So I'm in a book, but I've been in that same book for 2 months. Like if I ask you what book you're reading, and then I see you the next Super Saturday, and you still tell me that same book, we've got a problem. So what I realized is, well, Danielle, you're in your car an awful lot. So as much as I loved reading, I'm like, I just need to start listening to them. So now I listen. You need to get in personal development. Be honest. Raise your hand if you are currently, and podcasts don't count. If you are currently in a book right now, raise your hand. Good, y'all are smart here in Arizona, I like that. You need to post on social media. Social media is not something you have to do, it's something you get to do. Remember that. Posting on social media can be hard, but it's not as hard as being a firefighter and saving lives from a burning building. I know. Posting on social media, is it hard to put your transformation story up? Of course it is. That can be tough. Is it as hard as being a police officer right now? In the climate that we live in? No. Social media isn't something you have to do, it's something you get to do. You have the opportunity to change lives all around this world and be an influencer. That's pretty cool. And be on Instagram and put, okay, I'll do that. That seems like the kind of hard I want. And you have to talk to people. So we have these things, talk to people right in front of you that you can look at and connect to and talk to. And I want to know, how many times do you go through Target and you're on your phone when you could be connecting with that cashier there who has been there for 8 hours, and you don't have the decency to put down your phone for 2 minutes to look her in the eye and go, hey, how are you today? There are real people out there in this world, and we are all guilty, and I'm guilty of it too, of not putting down that phone enough and just actually talking to people. So this is it. This is what you gotta do. And I can drop the mic right now and be like, boom, I'm out. Wake up, drink your shake, do your workout, read a book, talk to people, post on social. Non-negotiable. A, accountability. It's accountability for you, the people who follow you on social media, your customers, and your team. One of the best things that you can do is just be accountable on social. So when my business hit a plateau and I realized I needed to go back and do a program from start to finish, I just started decided to do something very uncomfortable and do my first round at the 21-day fix. A non-Sean T program? Fine, I can put her in my little pocket. She's so tiny, but okay, I'll do her workout. Right? Doesn't she makes me feel so huge. I digress. So, I said, okay, I'm gonna do the 21-day fix. I need you guys to do it with me. And I did it every single day, and I posted on my social media every single day that workout. I choose to do video clips, that's what works for me. I'm in the 21-day fix again right now. So are some of those video clips probably very similar because I'm just, re-videoing it? Yep, but guess what? I don't care. It's my accountability. It's my way of saying, yep, guess what? I did my workout today. And if I can do my workout today, so can you. Use it as your accountability. I don't know what to post. Are you in a workout? Cool, post it every day. But people will unfollow me. Bye. Bye, Felicia. Here's the deal. You don't want to follow what I'm doing? Get off my page. You're not inspired by my workouts? I don't need you in my community. Like Scotty said, who are the people you need to be associating with? I want the people to join my tribe, join my team, are the people who are inspired by my daily workout. And what I want people to know is, yeah, I'm a working mother and a wife. And if I can do my workout in between the cat and the couch, so can you. Post your workouts. I don't care if it's a sweaty selfie, I don't care if it's a video, I don't care if it's just you talking to the camera and going, dang, those, plyo with the weights is tough. Something. It's accountability for you. You're less likely to skip your workout if you know that somebody on social is going to go, excuse me, you didn't post your day 7. It's accountability for your followers who are like, okay, well this is simple. If she can do it, I can do it too. If she can show up every day, so can I. It's accountability for your customers. Because guess what? Your customers who are in your challenge groups, they need that. They need to know that you're in your challenge. So do they. They say the speed of the leader is the speed of the pack, and that's absolutely true. So when I was in a plateau, so was my team. S is for social media. And I already said it. It's something you get to do, not something you have to do. And I know, right now, you're like, I'm so conflicted. Snapchat or Instagram stories? I get it. I'm riding the wave right now, too. I'm posting to both. The other day, he was like, oh, man, just one more thing you have to do. Yep. That's where I find people. That's where I connect with people. You have to be on social media every single day. Every single day. You wouldn't show up to Starbucks on a Wednesday at 4 p.m. and they'd be closed. You'd be like, excuse me, where's my tall vanilla skinny latte double espresso, whatever it is that you order there. So you need to show up on social media every day. And if that means you need to schedule it, cool. When I was an elementary school teacher, I had to schedule my posts. I got up before I taught school, and I literally would schedule my posts every 2 hours while I was at school, because I couldn't have people thinking I was posting while I was supposed to be teaching fractions. So I scheduled them. Now I don't schedule them, now I just go live. But you need to show up on social media every single day, because the minute you don't, 1, you're gone from the news feed, and 2, somebody else is going to scoop right in and inspire the person that you were at that point inspiring. Be on social. And if you don't want to be on all of them, cool, you don't have to. If you love Facebook and that's your lane, but you're like, I'm just really not sure about that dog filter on Snapchat, then don't be on Snapchat. But you've got to be on social. That is such a cool opportunity, and it doesn't mean that you are people out there who I can't inspire that you can. Not everyone's motivated by me, but they might be motivated by you, and the only way that they're going to know that and grow that is through your social media. And just be you. I'm not telling you to be anybody else. Probably one of the things I have told the most is, thank you. You're so real on social media. Yeah, because girl, my hair is never brushed or washed. Or do I have makeup on? And yes, I'm still at 9 p.m. in the same sweaty clothes I had on at 8, so? Because that's real life. And yeah, my house isn't always clean, and yes, my kids are a hot mess, and yes, that cat is so dang loud. But guess what? That's real life. That's what your life looks like. So, social media, trying to be somebody on your team, see just how perfectly perfect they already are for it. So, already written. So, get it. You don't like it, get over it. Again, choose your heart. It's really not that big of a deal. And when you first start, you're gonna have 2 people following. It's like your mom and your upline sponsor. Awesome. Continue talking, because first of all, that video stays as a video, as content on your social media. You can save it and repurpose it and put it on YouTube if you'd like. You can cut it up into clips and post it on Instagram so that you're working smarter, not harder. But also it's gonna grow. And so the next time you're gonna have 5 people, and then it's 10, and then it's 100, and it's gonna grow. And the only way it grows is with consistency. So go live. And on Instagram, your pictures need to be beautiful. I do not want to see a picture that I don't understand what's going on, so grab some filters. There's plenty of them out there. If you want to give it a shot, awesome. Try it out. Listen to Chalene Johnson. She's like the guru of Instagram. If you're not already listening to her podcast, you need to start. Snapchat is my jam. I love Snapchat. So I'm gonna unfollow you if all you do is talk about Shakeology, your workouts, and business. Because for me on Snapchat, I want you to fall in love with me. I want you to see that my cat is really loud. I want you to see that I love to just be silly. And I want you to help me pick out my outfit of the day. Snapchat for me is a way for you to fall in love with me. And if you fall in love with me, then you'll follow me on Facebook, where I'm gonna really give you all the information. But you don't like Snapchat? Cool, don't be there, but pick one. And then of course, yes, there's Pinterest and YouTube, and I know, you're like, well, what's next? And now there's Bitly, which my kids, Musical.ly, which my kids are obsessed with. You don't have to be on all of them, but be on them. Every single day. Like right now, you should be snapping and taking photos of me and videos and just making sure I look really cute before you post them. Oh, I pressed the button. Next is intrigue and interest. The reason that you're on social media has very little to do with you and everything to do with inspiring somebody. So this is a comment that someone wrote on one of my videos. I'm so glad you're doing this program. I was debating on whether to get it because I hadn't really seen what it was all about. I'm glad to see what every video is about. Thanks for posting. You know what? I have no idea because I'm not creepy like that. I didn't reach out to him and go, okay, cool, so which program do you want to buy? But the whole reason that I remember that accountability that I post every single day about my workouts and what I'm doing is because now somebody on the other end of that can go, oh, I can do that. Hey Danielle, what size weights do you use? Oh, okay, cool, I have those. Oh, Danielle, I need a band. What band should I get? Okay, interesting. And oh, so that country heat. Okay, well, all right, I'll give that a shot. Who's ready to try that with me later too? You guys, the whole point you're on social is to create intrigue and interest into what you're doing. I love posting about my shake. Very rarely do I say, so here's my Shakeology for the morning, and P.S. I love Shakeology. Like, I love it, I don't miss it. I already had a little Shakeology bar while I was listening to Scotty. I made that myself. Love it. I don't ever love it so much that I feel the need to kiss it in a selfie. I talk about my shake, because my shake helps me have better skin and longer hair and keeps me energized and keeps me full and gives me that chocolate fix. And man, I love it, couldn't do without it. I haven't been sick in like 6 years. My shake, because my shake creates intrigue and interest. Nonetheless, I mean, they might know that it's Shakeology, but if you just say Shakeology, 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 Shakeology all over your social feed, then you're just the next gross MLM person trying to sell a product. But when you create intrigue and interest, then people are like, oh, well, I'm gonna drink a shake and work out in my living room barefoot. That seems fun. I can do that. I can do that. I can do laundry, run upstairs, do a 30-minute workout, come downstairs and drink my shake. If she can do that, I can do that. You're creating intrigue and interest. So when you're posting, I don't want you to be so concerned with all the nuances of like, is this spelled correctly? And is this the perfect lighting? And what did I say all the right things? Create intrigue and interest. Is there a mom or a dad or whatever your brand is on the other side of that message that would go, huh, well, she can do that. I think I can do that. I could do that workout. I could drink that shake. So create intrigue and interest. C, consistency. If you know me, you know I'm obsessed with Rocky. the character, and that's where my diamonds went this year. We ran the steps together to celebrate that we are going the distance. And that's what consistency does. You need to be consistently consistent. You need to be so consistently consistent that your consistency is so consistent that you're overdoing it with the consistency. Because, again, that's what will create momentum in this business. You can't do it once, you can't do it twice, you can't just go live on Facebook a couple times, you can't just hit Success Club every once in a while. I am now 68 as of today and this morning, 68 consecutive months Success Club 10. Why? Because I'm consistent. Because I've hit it once, so I can hit it again, and I will never miss it. It's a non-negotiable. I listen to the National Wake-Up Call every single week. I don't listen live, I listen on the podcast. I've never missed one. Why? Because I'm consistent. Consistency will build your business before anything else. Earlier I told you I'm more special or talented, and I meant it. But I told you that I have a lot of hard work and hustle in my heart, and hard work and hustle comes with consistency. I read my book, I drink my shake, I do my workout, I post on social, and I talk to people. And I do that every single day, and I will continue to do that every single day until the end of time. And if you do that, if you're so consistently consistent that it hurts, you will build this business. You need to go the distance. Cue music. Success. I just put that picture because I really like it. It's me ugly crying, and so most people wouldn't post that, but I like it. But success looks different for a lot of people in this business. Maybe it's hitting Success Club. Maybe it's you rank advancing or moving up a rung on the leadership ladder. Maybe it's you increasing your income. Or maybe you like recognition, but then increasing your income in this business is the quality of your life. How cool, hot, sweaty mess, but I know that no matter what, I can be at my kids' volleyball games, and I can volunteer at their school if I want to, and go to the rodeo with them on a random Thursday, because that's apparently where field trips go when you live in Texas. And we don't have to struggle paycheck to paycheck, and we can work at home together, side by side. You cannot compare quality of life, and just like Scotty did with his, my mother works for me now. And how cool is it that she spent her whole life working hard for me, and now she gets to stay home and help with her grandkids and enjoy her life. And my kids can play volleyball and experience life and do things that they could not do. I always say, money doesn't create happiness, but it sure does make life a whole lot easier. And when you get to do that because you help people change their lives, it's pretty cool. I have a girlfriend that was pretty successful, Mary Kay, and that's awesome. Makeup rocks. Totally get it. But no one's life is significantly impacted because they found the right shade of lip gloss. What we do is pretty freaking special and undeniable. So yes, Success Club points are cool, and once you hit them, you should commit to hitting it every single month. And yes, I want you to go from Emerald to Diamond to Star Diamond, whatever rank you want, but your rank does not define you. I was no more successful as a 9-star Diamond as I am now as a Superstar Diamond, other than the company just recognized me slightly differently. And I want you to move up the rungs in the leadership ladder because that's a way that you know that you're increasing your income. And yes, I want your paychecks to go up each week because that's another way you can measure success. But nothing, I mean nothing, compares to the quality of life that Beachbody can provide for you, your family, and generations that don't even exist yet. So from now until the end of time, you are going to go back to basics. And all you have to do is wake up, drink your shake, do your workout, read your book, post on social, and talk to people. I look forward to working out with you guys in just an hour or so, and I'll see you soon. That's all I have. That's a lot. And if you want to take a picture of that, that's how you can connect with me. I'm always happy to answer questions and talk.